Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulihil kareem. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So yesterday we studied actually isms about light and heavy, difference between light and heavy isms. So ism is heavy by default. Normally by default ism is heavy, and there could be some reasons that ism is light. Okay, so we also learned about the difference, what is difference between heavy and light. So can somebody tell me what is difference between heavy and light? Yes.
No tanween.
No tanween.
Light. No, you mean that light?
Yeah. What is light? Yeah. No noon at the end. So no noon at the end. No tanween at the end. Otherwise, ism or noun is treated as heavy. Okay. Yes.
So it has tanween before the end?
Before the end. For example, any example? No, it doesn't happen actually. No? Tanween comes at the last letter. Okay, so we also studied there are 4 reasons why an ism has to be light. So first was that if ism is partly flexible, we are going to study today, inshallah, what is partly flexible. Then mudaf. If ism comes as a mudaf, it should be light. And what is the other condition for mudaf?
No al.
No al. Yeah, good. And the munada is also light. Like ya waladu. Waladu is light. It cannot be waladun. Or ya binatu. It cannot be ya binatun. It cannot be ya waladun. Ya ukhtun cannot be ya ukhtu, ya binatu, ya waladu. Okay, when you call somebody, the one who is being called should be light. The other thing is la nafiyatul lil jins. If la comes and after that la there is an ism that is nakira mansoob and it is light, then la means absolutely not. Okay, so in these conditions light isms are used, otherwise ism is used as a heavy. So default version is heavy. So this is the difference between light and heavy, and we also discussed how we make light. Like Muslimun is heavy, so we make it light by removing the tanween, putting a pesh on it. So Muslimun, from Muslimun it becomes Muslimu, from Musliman becomes Muslima, from Muslimin Muslimi, and here it is Muslimani. Muslimani marfu. So Muslimani will drop the noon, so it remains Muslima. So here it was Muslimaini, so it becomes Muslimai. We just remove the noon at the end. Here also Muslimai. So Muslimai is mansoob, okay, or majroor. So it cannot be both at the same time. So mansoob and majroor status cannot be both at the same. It can be mansoob or majroor. And ism can have a one status at a time. No? So it could be either marfu or mansoob or majroor. Similarly for plural, it is muslimuna. It is heavy, muslimuna. So noon dropped, it becomes muslimu. Here muslimina, and it becomes muslimi. And heavy version here is also again muslimina, muslimi. Noon is dropped. So it is very simple rule. No tanween, no noon at the end. Okay, similarly for feminine, muslimatun becomes muslimatu, muslimata becomes muslimatan becomes muslimata, and muslimati becomes muslimatin becomes muslimati. Okay, and here it was muslimatani, so it becomes muslimata. Muslimataini becomes muslimatai. Muslimataini again muslimatai. Here muslimatun, it becomes muslimatu. This is the light version. And muslimatin becomes muslimati. Here again muslimati. So light version is used in these four conditions only.
In plural, we have Muslimatun, Muslimatin.
Yeah, muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin, these are the heavy ones. And these here are muslimatu, muslimati, muslimati, these are the light versions. Okay? Any questions about light and heavy?
What is Nafiyatu religions translate to?
So it, for example, there is la, and after that la, there is ilaha. So ilaha is an ism. It is not ilahu, it is not ilahan, it is not ilahi. So it is mansoob, it is nakira, it is not marifa, it is nakira, it is mansoob, and it is light. So okay. So here now this la is a special la. So it means absolutely not. So how we will translate this? There is absolutely no God except Allah.
What I mean to say is Nafiyatu, the word Nafiyatu.
Oh.
Negative.
What is the
Nafi
translation?
in Urdu we say nafi.
Nafi.
What is nafi? Negative.
Negative.
So this
Ne-
is
a jins is-
sentence is
jins.
called jumlatu nafiya.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Okay. So let's move on to today's lesson. So flexibility of a status. So there are three kinds of words or isms. Some are fully flexible, or most of them are fully flexible, and there are some non-flexible words or isms. Then there are partially flexible. So ism are three types in flexibility: fully flexible, non-flexible, and partially flexible. Fully flexible are mostly, there are about 85% of the words or isms that are fully flexible. Fully flexible means they are flexible. They can be changed from marfu, majroor or mansoob. So they show their status actually, like muslimun, musliman, muslimin. So we are changing this word. So it is fully flexible. Okay. So most of the words, like 85% words, are fully flexible. Then there are some words that are, or isms that are non-flexible. These are about 2%. There are not too much. And then there are partly flexible words. So fully flexible, like these nouns show their all the statuses, like we discussed muslimun, musliman, musliman. This is a fully flexible. Fully flexible are also called munsarif in Arabic, munsarif. And then there are non-flexible. Non-flexible are called mabni. These are 2%, and they do not show their marfu, mansoob and majroor status. So they remain fixed. We cannot maybe say by looking at it whether it is marfu or mansoob or majroor. Actually they do not show their status. Okay. And then third one is partly flexible. These are called ghair munsarif. We discussed yesterday partly flexible words that they are light. So these are 13%, around 13% words remaining. These are partly flexible. So these words or these isms show their status in two ways. They show their status in two ways. So the other rule is that they are always light, as we discussed last and also today. They are always light, and also they do not take kasra. They do not take zir. There are some exceptions, but mostly they do not take zir. Like fir'aunu, it doesn't take Zair. Fir'aunu, it can be Fir'auna, or it cannot be Fir'auni. It can be Fir'aunu, Fir'auna, it cannot be Fir'auni. It also cannot be Fir'aunun because it should be light. Okay, so these are partly flexible isms. They are always light. And the other thing is they do not take kasra or zair at the last letter. Okay, but there are some exceptions that if they come as mudaf or they come with an al comes before it, then it is possible. We will discuss inshallah. So fully flexible we know already. Fully flexible are normal words. There are 85% like Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Mu'minun, Mu'minan, Mu'minin. All those words which show their full status, all the three statuses, they are all called fully flexible words. Then there are non-flexible. So there are 4 types of non-flexible words that by looking at them we cannot say whether this is marfu or mansoob or majroor. Okay, so they do not show their status. So the first type is words that end with alif or alif maksura. Words that end with alif or alif maksura, they are non-flexible. So like hudan, hudan. So all the 3 forms, marfu is hudan, mansoob is hudan, and majroor is hudan. Similarly, dunya is also a word. It is not dunyun, dunyan, no. So it is dunya, marfu, mansoob and majroor. Similarly, Zakaria, Yahya, Musa. So these words are non-flexible. So Yahya will be Yahya if it is mansoob.
All named like it?
No. So names or words that end with alif or alif maksura. Okay. Dunya ends with alif and Yahya ends with alif maksura. So this choti ya is also called alif maksura.
So here words mean ism, asma.
Yeah. Yeah, asam. Yeah.
Like we have a name like Naveed.
Naveed has a ya at the end? It has a alif at the end? No. So Naveedun, Naveedan can be. Yeah. So that is coming in partly flexible one. Then there are asma Masuleh. Asma Masuleh, we learned those words also like allazi. Allazi means the one who, allazina, those who, allati is for feminine, allati is feminine plural, those who. So these are called asma Masuleh. So these are all what? Non-flexible. So allazi will remain allazi in marfu, mansoob and majroor status. But their duals actually changes. Their duals, like allazi, what is the dual? Allazani. Allazaini, allazaini. So duals can change. Okay. Similarly, asmaul ishara. Asmaul ishara, haza, zalika, haulai, ulaika, these are all asma ishara. So these are also non-flexible. So, but their duals, similarly, their duals are also are not. They can be flexible. Okay, like haza has a hazani, hazaini, haza, hazaini, hazaini, and similarly zalika, haulai, ulaika. These are all non-flexible. Then pronouns. Pronouns, these are all as well as these could be attached or detached. Those all pronouns are non-flexible. So huwa remains huwa, whether it is marfu, mansoob or majroor. Similarly, detached, these are all detached pronouns. Then ka, kum, na, these are attached pronouns. These are also mabni, non-flexible.
Home is also non-flexible.
Yeah.
Him too also we can
Yeah.
say
The,
him. Alai
Oh, that's
is him. They
Alai,
also
him.
use as a him.
uh-huh.
So this is flexible.
But their status doesn't change.
no, but he's saying like home and him. There is word him.
Mhm.
Alay him.
Alayhim is because it is Allah, because of Allah.
Majrur. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
this
but
is not
status.
majrur, this is not majrur.
We are talking about status, no? Status. So status doesn't change. Okay, and the third one is partly flexible words. So they show their status in two ways. They show their status in two ways. So they can be marfu, they can be marfu, and they can be mansoob, they can be mansoob. But yeah, their majroor status is not shown. They do not show their majroor status because they cannot take the kasra. Okay, and they are always light. So the examples are names of places like Madinatu, Makkatu. So Madinatu is not Madinatun. It cannot be Madinatun. It is either Madinatu or Madinata. It usually is not Madinati. But if al comes before Madina, like al Madinati, it can be. So that is the exception, that if al comes with them, it can be majroor. It can be majroor. Al Madinati, al Makkati. So there is one exception here, that except 3-letter names. So if there are 3-letter names, they can show like Adnan, Adnun, it can be Adnun, Adnan, Adnin. Okay, so they can be heavy. Adnun. Okay. Then non-Arabic names. Non-Arabic names. So like Ibrahimu, Fir'auna, Ibrahimu, Fir'auna, Haruna. These are non-Arabic names. They also have to be light and they should not take kasra. So for example, it cannot be Ibrahimun. Ibrahim cannot be Ibrahimun, and it cannot be Ibrahimi. So it should be Ibrahimu, Ibrahima. For majroor also, yeah. Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. Okay. So marfu is Ibrahimu, mansoob is Ibrahima, majroor is Ibrahima. Okay. So they show their status two ways. So yeah, the majroor status is like mansoob.
And it becomes Ya before, like I said, Ya Ibrahim.
Ya Ibrahimu. Ya Ibrahimu. Should be light only. No?
Not
So exception is the words like 3-letter words with the sukoon in the middle, like Nuh, Lut, Nuhun. It can be Nuhun, it can be heavy, and Lutun, it can be heavy. Okay, so Arabic names can be heavy. Arabic names can be heavy. So this rule applies to non-Arabic names. The Arabic names are heavy. So there are only 4 Arabic names that are used in Qur'an. One is Saleh, the other is Hud, third is Shu'aib alayhi salam, and fourth one is Muhammadun sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So these names are fully flexible. So they do not fall into this category. So this is the exception. Only non-Arabic names fall into partly flexible category. So like Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. So it is fully flexible. Similarly, Salihun, Salihan, Salihin, fully flexible. Hudun, Hudan, Hudin is fully flexible. Shu'aibun, Shu'aiban, Shu'aibin is fully flexible. Okay. So we have to remember only these 4 names. All other names are partly flexible. Then feminine names like Aisha to Maryamu, these are always partly flexible. Then body defect, then ism tafdeel like Akbaru, Ahsanu, Ajmalu, these are also partly flexible. There are some exceptions like we talked about. If it is used as mudaf or al comes before it, then it can take kasra also, no? Like laqad khalaqna al-insana fi ahsani taqweem. So ahsani is used here because it is used as mudaf. Body defects, abkamu, bakmau, abkamu, bukman summun, bukman umyun. The what is abkamu? Is a body defect. No? So abkam is what?
Cannot hear. Have
Yeah, dumb. Yeah. Mute. Yeah, you can say mute. Mute. And bakmau is the muannas. Muannas. So this awaju is crooked. Crooked. And these are all body defects. They are also partly flexible. Then names of colors and their feminines, they are also partly flexible. Ahmaru means ahmar, red. Hamrau is muannas. Akhdaru, green. And its muannas is khadrau. Asfaru, yellow. And muannas is safrau. So these are all partly flexible words. Then broken plurals with alif in it, in them. Like masajid. Masjid has a broken plural of masajid. So it is partly flexible. Masajidu. Similarly, nabi is the broken plural of nabi is anbiya. So this is also partly flexible. And this masabi is a lamps. Lamps. You know. So this is also a broken plural. So these are the 7 different conditions or 7 different types of partly flexible nouns. Okay?
Question.
Yes.
You are saying that they don't partly flexible don't take kasra, right?
Yeah.
So, but they can be majrur.
But there are some exceptions. Oh yeah, they majrur
They
status.
can be majrur.
Yeah.
Or
But they
don't-
do not show their status. That's the yeah. Yeah.
Like alif comes when you say.
Yeah, that is a different question, but they could be mansoob, they could be marfu, mansoob and majroor. But they only show their marfu and mansoob status. Majroor status is like mansoob. Okay? They have this status of majroor, but they do not show it
The majhul status would be
Shows
would
that
be
Would it
like
be shown?
mansoob.
Would it be shown?
like the mudaf in the thing.
so it will have a zabar.
Like Ibrahimu, what is the status? Marfu. If I say Ibrahima, what is the status? Mansoob. Or Ibrahima can be mansoob, or it can be majroor. Ibrahima. Okay?
And the second question, you are saying, for instance, feminine names, but not all feminine names, some feminine names, right?
All feminine names,
All feminine names are
partly flexible. Yeah. Okay, let's do some practice a little more and see how we get this. So, abidatin means women worshippers. So, Fahad, is it fully flexible, partly flexible, or non-flexible? This abidatin, fully flexible. Yeah. So this 2Z tells me that it is. What is the status abidatin? Or mansoob, yeah. And what is the marfu status? Abidatun. So we learned in the last sessions Abidatun, abidatin, abidatin. Okay?
So this tin shows us the fully flexible status. Huh?
Yeah. When you see tanween, it means it is fully flexible. Bayyinatun.
Question. Abidatin, isn't it supposed to be partly because fully should have tanween dhamma, tanween fatha, and tanween kasra?
Tanween fatha. No, it's the regular. There.
Look at the singular of it.
Yeah. Look at
Look
this.
at the singular of it, then you can decide.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the singular. Abidatun, abidatan, abidatin. Then when we make the plural, then it becomes abidatun, abidatin, abidatin. Okay, but singular has the three statuses. It shows the three statuses. Okay, bayyin. Yeah.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
Abidatan doesn't exist.
Abidatan doesn't exist. Yeah. Bayyinatun. Bayyinatun. Asir. Asir. Bayyinatun. Is it fully? Partly?
It's full.
Fully flexible. Okay. Next one is Nahnu. Brother Tariq. Is it fully flexible? Nahnu.
It's
Non-flexible. Why? Because all pronouns are non-flexible. Huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu. These are all non-flexible. Allazi. Ibrahim. Allazi. Is it fully flexible, non-flexible, or partly flexible? Non-flexible. Good. What is the marfu status of Allazi?
There's no this
Can you pronounce marfu status of Allazi?
No, it doesn't take it.
So Allazi, min marfu status is Allazi. In mansoob status it is Allazi. In majroor status is it? It is Allazi. So that's why it is called non-flexible.
Never take it.
Yeah.
It doesn't change.
Yeah. Ali Fir'auna. So Ali Fir'auna. Fir'auna. So what is Fir'auna? Fir'auna. So it is flexibility. What is partly flexible? And what is the status?
Here, Mansur.
That was the question. What is the status of Fir'auna here in this Ali Fir'auna?
Here is a majroor because it's mudaf ilayh.
Very good. Yeah. So because this is mudaf ilayh, so Fir'auna is majroor here, but it is looking like mansoob. Yeah, it is majroor.
But if it was just Fir'auna, it could be mansoob
Or majroor. Yeah. Kitabun. Kitabun. Brother, who can do? It's a very simple question. Samama. Kitabun. What is the status? No, what is the flexibility of Kitabun? Fully flexible. What is the status? Marfu. What is mansoob? Kitabun. What is the mansoob? Kitaban. Kitabin. Kitabin is majroor. Okay, aswadu. Aswadu. Ibrahim. Yeah.
It's partly flexible.
Partly flexible. Good. Color names. Good. Zalika. Zalika. Brother Munir. Zalika. Is it fully flexible?
Non-flexible.
Non-flexible. Good. Jannatani. Jannatani. Abdur Rafi. What is this flexibility? Fully flexible. Because you see the first single word, it is Jannatun. Jannatun, Jannatan, Jannatin. Jannatani, Jannataini, Jannataini is dual. Okay. Isa. Isa is? So it is partly flexible. Bani Israel. Sorry, Isa is non-flexible. Yeah, it's like Musa, Yahya. Isa is non-flexible. Bani Israel. Brother Naim. Bani Israel. Israel, what is the flexibility of Israel? No, just tell me in this fragment, what is the flex? Okay, just in Israel, what is the flexibility of the word Israel? Israel. Partly flexible. Good. And what is the status? Israel, what is the status of Israel? Majroor. Why? Mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Good.
Can you go to Mudaf here?
What is mudaf? Bani. So, Bani. Is it heavy or light? Light. Bani is light. What is the heavy version of Bani? Banina. Very good. Banina. So, noon is dropped. Bani is left there. No? So that.
Why it is light?
Why it is light? Because mudaf. Because, yeah.
Why not? What is the status of Bani?
Yeah. Status of Bani. Status.
It should be Mansur.
It's marfu.
Mansub, yeah.
What is
Banuna,
what
Banina,
is
Bani.
marfu status for this?
The same.
Banu. Banuna. Banina, Banina. Okay, we have a few minutes left. Just Salatun is fully flexible. Daudu is the name. So it is partly flexible. Ahlu Yasriba. Yasriba is a name of a city. So it is partly flexible. But the status is Majroor because Mudaf ilayh. And Yusufa is a non-Arab name. So it is partly flexible. Sadiqatun is fully flexible. Abkamu is body defect. So it is partly flexible. Muhammadun is a Arabic name. So it is fully flexible. Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. Okay? Any questions?
So it's only